Hello everybody, and welcome back to some more Monster Hunter World Iceborne. Today, we're going to be hunting the Shrieking Legiana and the Fulgur Anjanath. Definitely starting off with food. I already double checked my equipment. My Palico has his new blast weapon I made. Here we go. I also definitely have dung bombs on me. Always has to tell me that. Has to rub it in. But yeah, I need dung bombs for this fight because the two Legianas always stick together, which makes the fight 10 times harder, and you end up hitting the wrong one a lot, which you don't want that happening. Because I've had times where I've spent like 5 minutes wailing on the wrong Legiana. It is a noticeable difference if you take the time to look at the creature, but in the middle of a fight, most of the time you're just trying to DPS the thing. And yeah, I have a warming jewel on, so I can just ignore all the cold. It's nice. Especially because the cold sucks in this game. Because cold is almost worse than the hot, because the hot you can look at your health bar and you can heal it back up, but stamina can't exactly do the same thing. I know where to go for this. Ah, it's not like gonna let me get past the handler. Very startling. You are still here. I thought you would have left. Weak bleed strong is nature's course. There's also instinct to stand and fight. Having played through this game, this means a lot more now that I've beaten the story before. Because it gives me a lot of thought process. The weak flee the strong, which I think might be part of what's going on with Velkhana, but I think what the actual thing is, it's also instinct to stand and fight. Velkhana went and redid its scales so it would be ready to combat Shara. Because the dude would have no chance without it, and it has a slightly better chance with it. Okay, handler. You're forcing me to go the long way around. And the whole thing with Nergigante is he doesn't have the instinct to... He doesn't have the instinct to flee from the strong. His instinct is to just fight. So it might also be that Velkhana was trying to flee Shara while Runer was trying to take him down. I have to think through this even more now. Also, the hinterlands is a lot bigger than you can see. This is just technically, I want to say, one part. So over there, and if you look over there, there's probably more stuff. Way over there on the other side of those mountains. Like every quote-unquote, uh, what's it called? Habitat? Like the ancient forest, the wild spider waste, and all that. It's only part of the ancient forest where you go. This is also all the other areas. And I'm willing to bet any money that there's some sort of creature living in this water. Some sort of biggin.
Human footprints. And on the small side, too. It's gotta be her. They're headed in the same direction as the Velcanas. You don't think...
Yeah, Shrieking Legiana shouldn't be too difficult. If I'm remembering correctly, the song. I just heard it. Yeah, I learned something really interesting about this. And what the freaking, like, the crystals are. Like, what Velcana uses to control the ice. And also what all those jagged spikes are in this area. It's essentially obsidian. Oh, look, a lot of freaking Legiana. And it's Shrieking, you can tell from the patterns. The patterns on a Shrieking Legiana are different from a normal Legiana. And also deeper colors.
If we don't get down to her soon... Understood. Partner, I know that I can count on you.
Although it's actually interesting that, from what I saw, the main boss is actually weak to ice. Which means Velcana might have had a better shot than it would have. This fight wastes no time. I'll just... Oh, I ate a Nullberry instead of Vitality Mantling. I can already tell this is going to be one of those fights. I might have to wait till it freaking gets tired. Yeah, a Shrieking Legiana has much more developed freezing glands compared to a normal Legiana, which is why there's the spikes. But it also kind of needs them to be more advanced, because it lives in a more icy area. Which the main way it hunts is it uses its cold to chill its prey, so it can't fight back. So in here, the Legiana's main prey would probably be the Cortos. But living in a colder area, Cortos have a much higher resistance to cold than the Raffinos that it would normally hunt. So it evolved to have stronger, like, freezing sacks in order to be able to actually hunt them. Interesting little bit of biology. Oh, I should probably know Barry. Yeah, essentially what Legiana has in it is a type of liquid that like flash freezes when it hits the air. Specifically the way its fur is designed. Oh, it's turf waring with the berry off. Which I feel like Barryoth wins this turf war. At least it should in my mind. Yeah, basically its fur of a Legiana is designed to capture moisture, basically, if I remember correctly. And that moisture is those little bit of freezing, which is chilled by its sacs it has inside of it, to then release it to chill its prey, or to protect itself. That's why Legiana is one of my favorite frost creatures. Because it's essentially liquid nitrogen dragon. Actually, no. That's Velkhana. Oh, shit. You can see the difference in them, though. There, I hit him with the dung bomb. Get out of here. Yeah, this stuff all along here is essentially obsidian. At least it's either obsidian or a different type of volcanic crystal. Oh, hey, Barryoth. When'd you get here? Are they gonna turf war again? They do damage each other. Like, yeah. If I had to say, a Shrieking Legiana almost needs the colder air now, compared to a normal Legiana. It's why Legiana can be found in the Hoarfrost trees, but Shrieking Legiana can't be found in the Coral Highlands. Because they've adapted to the colder air, and they wouldn't be as good without it. Not to mention their fur keeps them warm. But it also makes it so that if they go anywhere that's too warm, they'll just freaking melt themselves. That's why you don't see any polar bears in warm areas. I like the look of its wings. Like, look at those freaking flaps. Because if you look at its wings, you can see that there's a type of, like, cartilage in them. For what it looks like. Each side has, like, 4 pieces of cartilage. Maybe a bit of bone. Why did I just drink a potion instead of Nullberry? Oh, I'm not watching my stamina is what's going on. Shrieking Legion is in the air way too much. Like, I really dislike how long it's in the air. Actually, if I remember correctly, if I can get it to hit one of these rocks, something will happen. Because, yeah, those rocks are steam vents, if I remember correctly. Or geysers, one of those two. And it's down. I do want the tail. I'm not going to specifically aim for the tail too much, though. Because the ice thing I'm going to be using is the Velkhana one. Probably not the Legiana one. That was actually one pretty good counter. Like, see, this fight is only half as difficult after you freaking keep the other Legiana away. Because they move zones at the same time. It's bullshit. Icy buff, defense up from heroics, and the other Legiana is back. And now it's gone again. Yeah, this Legiana should totally be losing its frost with in the area it is. I do totally think that smacking something in the air should knock it out of the air. But that's just a damage thing you need to do. You need to do enough damage to knock the damn thing out of the air. I was an inch away. It's actually interesting how many creatures in Monster Hunter require various ores to do their thing. I'm gonna have to dung bomb again. I leave. I know it didn't come here to sleep yet. Came because it's tired, I think. I missed. Okay. Get me unstunned. And drink the potion. And that's a head broke. And I still managed to dodge the tail. Like, you can tell this is Legiana's nest by how much freaking corpses there are. Well, I refuse to believe that a Legiana would take the effort to carry back a freaking Popo. They aren't strong enough to really carry a Popo that far. Like, they'd be able to carry a... They can carry a berry off, which means I guess they're pretty strong. Well, their claws aren't exactly made for carrying something as big as a popo. Unless they manage to, like, get lodged in a bone. Also, like I said, their main prey is wing drakes. Although I guess this could be an Anteca, maybe. But no, never mind. That's too big for an Anteca. Yeah, and Popo don't come up this far, so how would it have got the Popo up here? I'm actually trying to think this through of the logic of why there's a Popo corpse in the Legiana nest. Because there honestly shouldn't be. Because Legiana might prey on Popo, I'll admit. They might occasionally prey on it. But they wouldn't take the effort of carrying it back here with the way their legs are, unless it's a small Popo. Legiana, I need your claws. Comparing... Yeah, they might have actually... I need to dung bomb again. I lost sight of the Shrieking, so I just went through with the combo, I guess. Yeah, from the look of it, it was probably just a small Popo that one of them carried back. That was actually irritating me, so I had to finish thinking through that. Because this guy isn't... I just dung bombed you away. Like, I've used almost 10 dung bombs in this fight. Why can't this guy leave the freaking zone? Have another fight with a Barioth or something. Save me a few true charged. Which landing a true charge on this guy is annoying. Hey, it dropped a nice little piercing pod. Come on, Legiana. Yeah, breaking the ice on it means absolutely nothing, I think. It's actually almost dead. I can tell from its heartbeat. I'd say I'm gonna need like another 5-ish minutes, maybe 10. Oh yeah. That attack's weird because the cold starts behind it. Oh, I should have kept running. I was trying to put on... I'm dead. That was a close one. I'm gonna deal with the Ice Blight. First thing. Starting from now, the first thing whenever I get Ice Blight is I'm gonna deal with the Ice Blight. Because, yeah, that definitely almost got me killed there. And what I was trying to say before, though, is that I forgot that the trail that he does starts behind him a little bit. Oh. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, Legiana? Get out. I've used 6 dung bombs on the Legiana. Which is, honestly, 4 more than I should have had to. I thought I saw him with the Legiana wing again. I was about to freak. Come down here. Freaking Vitality Mantle wore off. But yeah, gonna eat the pill. Oop, that's... Oh. I saw the stone and was thinking about using it to smack the Legiana. Which, it takes like the whole 20 stone to match a single hit of my actual greatsword. Should be close to limping. Probably by the time I'm done this combo, he should be limping. Did he break his own part right there? Or did my 1 damage break something? Yeah, this should cause him to limp. Should. Or become enraged. I guess becoming enraged is an option too. Good job, Palico. Finish swinging the damn greatsword. Like, I'm really touching him with the greatsword. Yeah, it still doesn't give me the damage because he roared. Because sound is the supreme power in this world. But you can tackle through it if you wanted to. But it also stops physics. Oh look, Barioth's somewhere nearby. I knew that was going to happen. Trying to see if I can get another mount. Oh, are you going to pay a little visit to the Barioth? I think he should have been in this zone, unless he just left. I think he just left. Oh, it's telling me he's gonna leave. Should look at the message on screen instead of just looking at the locale. I like the look of this freaking Shrieking's wings. That's a limp. Okay, shock trap. And here's the Shrieking Legiana.
Are you okay? I found the tracker. Finish up the expedition and let's meet back up.
Just gonna grab these ores and then leave. I think the other Legiana just came back. It's kind of hilarious. Well, if I have nothing to do with you, stop shrieking. Just roared twice in a row. Hate it when monsters do that. Return from expedition, yes. Not sure what my pallet was just doing behind me. She actually shouldn't be alive right now. Then again, I guess it's the Monster Hunter world where you don't take fall damage. Yeah, fall damage is non-existent. I feel like the whole thing is that in the Monster Hunter world, the gravity is less effective. It makes sense. It explains part of the reason why the monsters can get so big. Like, or even Kulu is like almost freaking size of T-Rex. Like a large Kulu in this world would be about the same size as a T-Rex was in ours. Which is actually wild. The old Everworm. I'm wondering if it's called the Everworm, not because it's the strongest, but because it's a worm that goes through the Everstream.
Is this about Velcana?
It'd be the closest thing that makes sense to me.
Originated from here, meaning Velcana's nest must be nearby.
You're right. Its home must be here somewhere. We just gotta find it. So, who's in?
I don't get a choice in the matter.
I'm in.
I'm the protagonist. I must do everything they ask me to.
Together we can solve this mystery and make history.
That's the spirit. That monster is growing in power. We can't chase after it now. Let's head back and regroup first.
Okay.
Since they say it's growing in power, it makes me wonder if Legiana actually isn't at its full strength when we fight it. Tail webbing, hide, shards, cryosacs. Probably not enough to make anything good. Oh, it's a variant. That makes sense. I always Shrieking Legiana is one of those ones I always forget that it's a variant, not a subspecies. Fulgur Anjanath is a subspecies. Shrieking Legiana is a variant. Coral Puki Puki and Nightshade Palumu are subspecies. Black Whale Hazak and Ruiner Nergigante are variants. But I like how all the variants from Icy Monster are literally just, let's throw some more ice on them. Elder Frost Gammoth, Shrieking Legiana, Frostfang Barioth. Like literally all the freaking variants of ice monsters are
Short.
just more ice.
Presently in the hoarfrost. So let's just glide over the little spotted trope.
Don't think you're getting away that easy. After we finish
That's
this
some
meeting,
advice from a
we'll
concerned
stick around
friend.
to invite. That said, those notes you found are definitely worried. I'm not ready to buy. Well, at any rate, this is vital in.
Thanks. Indeed.
Of course. Now, if we're sure that Velkhana is back in the ring.
Stare, just a big ocean.
Just a bit ago, we received a report.
Why is it that the first time when we were dealing with Zora and Anjanath was blocking the freaking supply routes, and now another subspecies is blocking the supply routes?
What? Why didn't you say
Are
so?
Anjanath just freaking bandits?
Report comes now, they're gonna get trampled.
Do they literally just like blocking supply routes to take the stuff?
Want that Anjanath. Be on the lookout for the transport's arrival. And once your partner's taken care of the Anjanath,
Roger that.
I'm counting on you to bring everyone back safely. Good luck.
Our target, a Fulgur Anjanath. A new type of troublemaker.
Actually, kind of funny now that I'm thinking about it.
Thank you.
I'm gonna just post the quest now. Let's use a voucher. So I need a lot of thunder resist. Don't think I actually need dung bombs now. So I'm gonna put them away. Because anything that gets near a Fulgur Anjanath in that area will just turf war with it, which gives me an advantage. Free damage. Oh, you have something for me? Research base. Hot spring stones. Forge equipment, armor. Duffel penguin mask. I love the look of it. Ugh. That's hilarious. I don't know why I love the look of this so much. Eyes are watering. If I get a chance, I'm gonna make that. Uragan, Lavasia, Odogaron. Shrieking Legiana, which is hunger resistance, which is a stupid skill. Let's see, what does my one right have? It has a 4 slot and 3 crit eye. Crit draw is not something I'm gonna need. That would give me another 1 slot, but it would reduce me by freaking 15% crit rate, which is not worth it. I think I'll unlock all these trees, though. Like, you could totally just build up to the icicle tree right now. Which, Icicle Fang has 30% crit. Which isn't half bad, actually. For a frost crit build. Gonna have to take a look at this guy first, though. Trying to remember how much if I get any crit from Volcanos. That's really just a sharpened piece of ice. Which would give me Severing, 300 ice. I'll keep with Blast. I haven't eaten yet. I don't think. Good thing I remembered. Here we come, Anjanath. Because it's the Fulgur Anjanath, I'm keeping with my fire weapon. Anything that's not completely resistant to fire takes more damage from this weapon than my metal one.
When the convoy hits land, I'll tell them to stand by.
And then this fight, after it, I think comes... Oh, I know who comes next. Acidic and Ebony. Show me your mucus. Show me the way. Yeah, Anjanath have pretty hefty footprints. And they're the guys I'd expect to be eating the freaking popo. That's Bombero, I think. Wait. Oh, is it just up here? What's angry at the freaking wolves? I really dislike that they don't have a Great Wolf. The Great Wolf would be so badass. And here's the Fulgur. Hey, Fulgur. The most non-elemental elemental creature. Like, this guy uses lightning even less than the freaking Anjanath uses its fire. I think it might be neutral to fire. Looking at my damage numbers. Like, it's not weak to it, but it's not exactly completely resistant. Like the normal Anjanath would be. It ice blighted me because it broke the rock. So I don't think he ice bladed me. I think the rock did. Figures. Could you stop just jumping? Take off the mantle. Yeah, this guy I actually want to say I prefer over normal Anjanath. Oh, I'm stunned, aren't I? I need to remember this is a 4-star quest. This guy isn't as easy as the last guys I was fighting. And I really need to deal with freaking Thunderblight. I'm honestly gonna just say screw Thunderblight, I think. Because I don't think I have the right capabilities to completely stop it. But here's hoping I can at least reduce its effect. Oh, it's a Tigrex! Turf War! I said that at the perfect time. They Turf War just after I said that. Yeah, they're the same tier of monster. Which means that Fulgur Anjanath is actually quite a bit stronger than normal Anjanath. Oh, I need to get off of that. Yeah, that bite's gonna hit me. Oh, and that's the Enrage. One of the most badass looking freaking Enrages. Just look at that tail fin. Or those wing fins. The freaking color is awesome. I prefer like the purpley blue glow for lightning over the yellowy glow that usually shows. Like, this is the perfect color for lightning to me. Freaking missed both times. Also, these guys are just freaking knocking out the iceberg. I hit the Tigrex. Kind of using the Anjanath as a shield against the Tigrex. And I'm on the Anjanath. And I'm just staring at those freaking wing... or... like, yeah, wing fins, I guess, is the best way to put it. Wing flaps, maybe? He's one of the best looking monsters to me just because of his freaking fur and glowing freaking electric lines. Is he running? Yeah, he's going to next zone. Okay. I like Anjanath because he's a freaking dinosaur, but also has fur. That's basically the short story. I especially like this guy because of his freaking glowing electrical lines. Freaking missed. He hasn't even done his... Yeah, that's his super move. Not exactly the most super of moves, though. All things considered. He just throws himself across the zone. And now he's exhausted, too. Here you go. He didn't like the present I was trying to give him, apparently. Ooh, Vitality Mantle can now be used. I think I'll actually use this Vitality Mantle. I just got freaking gunked. Which is honestly more disgusting than damaging. Also, he does a lot of damage considering he just freaking ate through my Vitality Mantle with a few shots. Come on, give me the Fulgur tail. I want the Fulgur tail. Did I stun him in the opposite direction from where I was actually aiming? That's right, Palico. Just keep smacking it. Just keep smacking. Like, half the fights in the game can just be solved by just keep attacking the monster. It's weird. I don't have anything to throw. Oh yeah, Clutch Claws exist. I forgot Clutch Claws existed. Also, I'm almost out of potion. He's electrified. But I'm on his back again. He just keeps stabbing. Well, the fur starts glowing. And down. I like how it always lands me near the head, where I don't want to be. I'm never going to land a full true charge on its head. I feel like it's like about halfway dead though. I also like how Runen or Gigante only has like 50% more health than this guy does. It's kind of funny actually. Monsters start dealing more damage much quicker than they start gaining more health. Hey look, it's the trio of Anteca. They're everywhere. Ah yes, the tail. My glorious tail, which was a bad move to try to carve. Oh, he just did his super move, which opens up the opportunity to carve. He's supposed to be exhausted. There. I like I wasted like half the time he was exhausted to carve his tail. Worth it, right? It's because I kind of prefer his tail over everything. Oh, come on, Palico. He blasted him at the wrong moment. Because I was preparing to hit him where he was. And so my Palico blasted him away to a place where I wasn't aiming. So I just missed my whole true charge because of that. Okay, that wasn't the Anjanath I hit. Maybe it was actually. I could have sworn I saw some, like, Cortos action. And the Anjanath is about 3/4 of the way there. I'm gonna get out of the corner now. All I know is next time he moves zones, I'm gonna have to freaking sharpen. Oh, Vitality Mantle. Yeah, he's a good jumper. Thick legs. Not so thick arms. That's another weird combination I thought of. Because you know how Devil Joe has like the thickest legs in the world? Take Devil Joe's freaking legs and put the rest of like Devil Joe's legs, Bracky's arms. I want to say Duramboros' tail, Duramboros or Glavenus, I guess, and then Banburo's horns. And you get an abomination. The biggest legs, biggest arms, biggest freaking horns, and the biggest tail. Popo, you guys do not want to be here right now. I'm not joking, Popo, you're going to want to leave. The Thunder Stomp. Oh, Viper Toby was here a while ago, apparently. Oh, I broke its legs. Oh, I'm so stunned. Drink. Drink to save your life. Yeah, that's how the ultimate move should go. The whole lightning explosion that happens. I think he's pretty close to limping, though. Considering I'm just freaking beating him around while he's exhausted. Grab the slinger bomb. Keep wailing on the head. And the Anjanath will go down. I don't think I should keep trying to go for the full charge, true charge. I think it's better to just, like, lowest rank. Yeah, looking at its heartbeat, it actually is more alive than I was. Never mind. Its heartbeat just wasn't showing up. I just broke its face. Yeah, it's very much close to death. I think I'm just going to kill this one. Or capture it. Never mind. Changed my mind. Would you stop freaking just spitting at me? You're not going away. You wasted my freaking trap. Apparently I'm not catching it. Oh, I'm not dying today. Come on, Anjanath. This way. Yes, I'm trying to kite the Anjanath to my freaking pitfall trap. Oh, okay, I'm just not going to capture it. Like, the two attacks it did before it started limping again was literally just mucus me. This is probably going to kill it. Or the Tigrex will. I hope the Tigrex kills it, actually. Oh, I wasn't quite there. Decent enough kill screen.
Supply convoy still hasn't arrived.
I freaking hate the fact that it wouldn't go to my trap, though. That sucks. I also found what I think is an interesting way to figure out whether something's a variant or a subspecies. I'm gonna have to check it out though. Because if what I'm thinking is correct, it would have been very obvious, and I'm kicking myself for not noticing it. Well, it's the Fulgur Anjanath. Probably not anything that's too good. The 2 gems might actually be more valuable than anything he tries to give me. Wind resist and tremor resist. Okay, they're very, very bad. I like how I killed it by essentially snapping its neck with my sword. Come on, game. Load faster. Ah, yes, more supplies. So it's now an actual town.
Good to see you back in one piece.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I've got news from Esther. They have even more subspecies.
Yeah.
I should go back and lend a hand. Yep, I know what those two are.
Anything we can help with.
Another investigation. Seismic activity.
Be careful.
But yeah, that's the 2 monsters I decided I was going to hunt for the day. Because I'm just going to quickly go and look at something quick. Today... Hmm. That actually is going to work. Yeah. I have the order in when I'm going to do stuff. Tomorrow is going to be no events whatsoever. Tomorrow is going to be Acidic Glavenus, Ebony Odogaron, and repelling the Legiana. Or not Legiana, Velkhana. And the day after, probably the actual kill of Velkhana and Seething Basil. So next week was going to be probably the time when I finish the base DLC. You know what, actually, I'm going to do Ebony Odo. Which means tomorrow is actually going to be Acidic, repelling Velkhana, and killing Velkhana. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Basically just deciding what my schedule is going to be for this game. But I'm going to be finishing the base DLC by next week. Like the beginning of next week at the very latest. But if I do it the way I'm thinking of, I'd probably be able to actually finish it this week. Yeah, I think I could do it that way.
You two. Thank the stars you're here.
Yes, sir.
I'm thankful. It wasn't long soon after that.
Commander, Enigma monsters? I think this is all tied back to what was...
Ah, yes. It seems very
Both.
likely that the Puke Puke
When was a
already
precursor.
I'll be sure to take...
Right. Remember, I'm counting on you to help repair Celiana's defenses.
More subspecies.
Okay,
Are they picking up on some kind of...
so I need to go grab quest,
Nothing gets
eat for quest, look at armor, and then go and hunt. Thankfully, Dragonblight is something I actually do not care a lick about.
Let's get this
Because I literally do not care at all about Dragonblight. Armor. That's actually a decent skill, 2 attack boost by losing 3. Okay, where's the Fulgur? Weakness exploit. 10%? That would actually make up for the what I'd lose, and it'd give me an additional 2 slot, and it's better armor. I'll think about it. First, need to definitely remember to go into my item box. Grab 2 traps this time. Treats bleeding. Yep. One ancient potion in case I faint. Yep, that looks good. Now I need to just go eat and I'm good. Not sure why I started pointing towards the ground there. And off we go. Actually, I'm going to change decorations. I do not need the warming jewel. What I do need... Well, I don't need it, but I'm going to increase my evade window. So slightly increase the vulnerability window. Which jumping slightly increases evade distance. So I have some good dodges for a greatsword. But I'm still a greatsword. And yeah, this might be the last hunt for the day. We'll see how much time I have left after it. I have a lot of items. I kind of missed completely. That's embarrassing. I know where exactly to go. Wasn't actually trying to grab that. We're just trying to grab some footprints. So I go here, here if I remember correctly. And we'll just keep running. Would be so much better if they had a wedge beetle right here. Come out wherever you are. Hey look, it's normal Odo. The crocodile mouths. And here's Ebony, the demonic one. The thing is these guys are actually... there's not as big of a difference in power level as you'd expect from this cutscene. The main advantage was that the Ebony one had the high ground at the start. And plus they kind of need the Ebony one to win in order for you to be able to hunt it yourself. Well, to be fair, it's more like a... I want to say 35-65 split in power. At regular Odogaron would win like 30 to 35% of the time, I'd say. Versus Ebony would win the majority of the time. My fire weapon isn't going to do too much against this guy. I can say that with almost certainty because I'm going to get dragon bladed. But his armor might be good if it has freaking crit eye. Because as a greatsword, I'm going to try to go for just most damage, essentially. Most damage and what keeps me alive. That's all I really care about. And by the head, I'm just... What happened there? I'm inside of the Ebony. That was a worthless freaking mount. Because I literally missed all the shots. Good distraction. You don't need that Vigor Wall, so I have one over here. If I remember correctly, I think this guy actually has less health than the Fulgur Anjanath. But he makes up for it by being much more punishing. Like, he doesn't do more damage per se. What he is more punishing. As in, if you make a mistake, he'll hit you more. Because he's much faster. And basically, Bleed and Dragon Blight are both mildly annoying depending on your build. For instance, there's some builds that Bleed won't care about. And there's some builds that you can be Dragon Blighted the whole fight and nothing will happen. Like, me getting Dragon Blade will only reduce my damage a bit for a little while. And that's basically it. Yeah, there I decided to stay on the floor. Wait. I was bleeding. Vigor Wasps get rid of bleed? I shouldn't have broke that one then. Oh, it's got its meat. I also like how freaking Ebony Odogaron, I think, turf wars with everything around here. Speaking of which, perfect opportunity for a turf war. Would you guys just stop roaring at each other and just get to the turf war? There, finally, after roaring like 5 times. And materials, materials, materials. Freaking mid-air knockback. Like, see, I'm Dragon Bladed. But I don't care about it too much, it's just... I'm gonna get rid of it anyways. I wasn't even trying to... Get me off. I was just stuck in a corner, doing... I have no clue what. I wasn't looking where I was going, and then I got freaking... animation locked on that freaking little branches. Hey, look, it's Dragonblight. I think Dragonblight's just gonna be my friend. The friend you have, not because they're your friend, but because they refuse to go away. I have not hit the Ebony Odogaron in a while. Thank you for not interrupting my heal. You just damaged me through the heal. I finally hit the Ebony Odogaron again. Yes, let me hit the Ebony Odogaron. It's not changing my damage too much. I do have to heal, though. Also, I could have sworn he dropped a shiny over here. Just stay still for a second. I know that's a bit too much to ask as an Odogaron, but please just stay still for 3 seconds. I'm somewhat learning to adapt to him now, though. Like how Dragonblight, I'm just not going to get rid of it. I'm just going to deal with it. Ooh, Vitality Mantle came back. When did that happen? Yes, come closer. You got blasted by my Palico again. I'm kind of liking my Palico having a blast weapon. Because you occasionally get those big procs of damage. Which, I did say earlier that they do sometimes interrupt what you're planning. But it's also a big blast of damage that can also interrupt what the monster was about to do. And another mount. This fight's actually going pretty good. Still have Vigor Wasp Revival as a backup. Let's hope it lands me near the tail when I get off. It didn't land me anywhere near the tail. I didn't sharpen my weapon. Yeah, without his tail, he's a lot less acrobatic. Like, he can't do as much of his acrobatic stuff because his tail is partially what helps him balance. I'm not sure whether it makes him just become more exhausted quicker, or how that reflects in gameplay. I'm trying to remember how. I think it might be that he tries it less, and sometimes when he does try it, he wipes himself out. Besides the fact that his little tail swipes do, like, next to nothing now. Still have to worry about the fangs, though. Although I think I might have broken them. Okay, cut tail. I got a shard from the tail, really? They gave me a shard. He's really not weak to sleep. Considering I freaking got a full sleep toad on him. And it did nothing. Just wow. Come on, break those claws or break that face. I think I just broke one of those two. Yeah, I think that might be what the tail does, is it makes it much easier to knock him over. Trying to get that piece of material. Like, he's a punching bag right now. I hate how this guy doesn't have a freaking greatsword. His greatsword would probably look epic based off of his other weapons. I want to say he's getting close to death-ish. Probably about 2/3, maybe? I like how I freaking caught him midair on that one. Okay. Where's the sushi fish? Okay, that's his back leg broken. I freaking missed his front legs because they were flailing just the right way. Or I guess in my case, it's just the wrong way. All I know is pretty soon I'm going to come to the guys who I actually have to grind for. One of which might actually start tomorrow. Because tomorrow, I'm going to start off with Glavenus, which not the one I'm going to grind. But then, I'm going to get to Velkhana. Like the actual Velkhana fight. Which I might have to grind Velkhana. But then after that, there's going to be Black Veil Val Hazak, which I might have to grind him for his armor set. If he doesn't give me enough for 3 pieces right away, which I highly doubt he will give me 3 pieces immediately. Because, well, actually, I think I only need 2 pieces for the Master Rank skills. Which, the 2 pieces I'm going for, I need the 2 pieces enough for the Super Recovery. Which is basically just staying power. Because it just recovers your health passively. Which is really nice for really strong guys who make you start running out of potions. Or for just reducing the amount of time you need to spend on healing. If I was a longsword, the Nergigante one would be actually better than Super Recovery. You're just accepting these hits now. he was just... The glow looked weird. I was wondering whether there was a specific monster or something over there, a specific area thing that activated. I was so close to being able to just freaking tackle through that roar. Break those legs. Come on, break the legs. If you break the legs, nothing will be able to fight you. That's a limp. I think this guy is done. Limp. Limp. Now I'm just gonna slowly walk after him. And then that's the Odogaron.
Ebony Odogaron. Successfully hunted. Amazing work.
But yeah, I think that's gonna be the last like big monster fight. I might do a single event quest if that's the event bounty. Let's see. Sinew. Hard claw. Lots of sinew. A few shards. A few hard claws. A few shards. Basically, shards and hard claws are all I really got. Oh, what's that? Slinger capacity critical eye. Wow. Why would I use Slinger, one of my precious 4 slots for those skills when I could just put, I don't know, like my Fortitude Jewel with Slider or something? And then use Critical Eye in one of my like 1 or 2 slots. Because Stone Throw is a useless skill. To me, at least. But I feel like I'm taking less and less time as I go through.
You're doing great.
Oop, bounties. Fanged Wyvern Hind. Fanged Wyvern. 4 Master Rank Flying Wyverns. Yeah, I need to complete 1 event quest. 1 in the Rotten Vale. So I need to complete an event quest that's in the Ron Vale, and if I could find a high rank event quest that's hunting a Elder Dragon, would be perfect. In the Ron Vale. That would technically be right. Let's go with the Master Rank event quest then. Do you have any good arena quests? It needs to be in the Ron Vale too. Underground fruit. Screw it, let's do it.
Let's get this done.
Let's see, forge equipment, armor. Where's the Odo? Deathgaron. Active increases stamina by 20% and reduces stamina depletion by 30%. This is the critical eye I'm looking for. This is a full dragon attack armor set though. Like 1 dragon resistance, freaking 3 dragon attack, 2 crit eye, 2 latent power. It looks badass though. Yeah, if you wanted, let's see, that's 3 crit eye. Just give power prolonger and latent power. So power prolonger. Maybe for like a dragon dual blades set? That's the best way I could probably put it. I guess a dragon dual blade set with the Odogaron like dual blades might be pretty good. You'd have the full set. Like you could have full Odogaron. Thank goodness I didn't actually eat that. I know what I was trying to switch to. Get in the net. Okay, underground fruit should be all the way down. I remember what they look like. Trying to remember where the first one was down here. For now, I'm just going to jump off here. So I think they should be over here. Quite a few. Do I have to kill all of you? I have a better suggestion. I'll Gilly Mantle. Come on, underground fruit. Okay, that's 3 immediately, which is a decent start. Gonna mine. Should be some more, like, yeah, right here. If I remember correctly. Was there just, oh. I think it's right there. How I just misremembered where all the fruit is. At least I finally found it. Come on, I just need the underground fruit. Can't even see what fish are in there. I just kind of threw my net and saw if I would catch anything. I just guess it shouldn't be catched, it should be caught anything. I want to do proper stuff. Oh. My thing was about to wear out right next to the Odogaron. Getting a lot of like research points for this at least. Only need 7 more. For that I have to kill these Gyros to get to this one. That scared the Gyros off. We can kill 2 of them immediately. Okay, I need 5 more. I like how Gyros are essentially just Komodo dragons. Mixed with a Cobra. That is basically what they are if you look at their freaking gills. Or flaps or whatever. That was worth it. Emerald helm crabs are freaking rare. I missed everything. But yeah, those emerald helm crabs do not show up often. I'm so glad I saw the freaking name as I was just running past. Because I did not see the creature. I just saw it run past and thought it was about another one of those just soldier helm crabs. If I were to press the button to take its stuff, I would have regretted it so badly. Any fruit over here? No fruit, but I could steal these guys. I like how they're actually not bothering me anymore. Haven't caught any of those this playthrough either, apparently. I wish the Gilly Mantle recharged faster. Here, how about I kill like 3 of you and then you stop bothering me? As I'm paralyzed on the ground. Also, that's a lot of Gyros. I might just leave. That was like 10 Gyros. I literally just need to wait for the freaking thing to respawn. So I'm just going to catch some wildlife while I wait. Hey look, it came back. In front of me. Okay, so for all I know, the next one literally might just fill me off. So it takes longer for Devil's Blight to recharge. Got it. And I think I'm going to harvest the ones that are in the middle of the path if they revive. Oh, never mind. I'm out of here. There's an Odo. And Odo's a no-no. And last one? No, actually. So I do need to harvest this one. And that's the quest. I'm going to try to harvest as many of these as I can. Because any amount of more research points is good, because research points become really important later on when I start spending them like freaking nobody's business. Interesting rewards. Whole bunch of different bones, essentially. And that is blight resistance. Yes. If I get 2 more of those, I'm set. Because 3 blight resistance means you can say just screw you to the 5 elemental blights. So you don't need the ridiculous like 20 or something resistance so that the blights don't happen. Even with just 1 blight resistance, it reduces the time you have the blights on you. But yeah, I'm probably going to be ending stream here in a few seconds. As soon as I get back to Astera.
You're doing
I
great.
need to just grab my bounty, essentially. Appreciation tickets, advanced armor spheres, and research points. Appreciation tickets, hard armor spheres, and research points. That's a lot of stuff. Okay, that one would be a pain in the ass to do within 50 minutes. Because I don't think I physically can right now with my gear. Because I think I'd time out before I finish. But yeah, those armor spheres will help me increase my armor at least. But yeah, I'm going to be ending the stream here for today. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you again next time, where we're going to be starting off with Acidic Lavinus. Yeah. Goodbye.